like to say that the love of God, His ways, His foreknowledge and understanding is something we don't understand, especially His love. We've heard so much the testimonies here today, and I would like to say that we understand from these testimonies that already there is fruit from this circumstance. I believe that minds and understanding of what has happened here and the testimonies that have taken place has perhaps changed some minds and their hearts and their life and perhaps forever. We have a glorious salvation. I know that the family understands the love of God and His ways, and we're so happy to know that when there's understanding in that way, there's a way of getting over this thing. There's a way of understanding it because God has understanding. I myself had a brother when I was 24 years old, and he was 28, 4 years older than I. He was my pal, he was my helper, he was my brother that protected me when I was younger. And yet when he was 28, he had a terrible accident in Chicago, Illinois, and a bus ran over his head. He had 2 children and a wife. That too was hard to understand. But my forethought was that God has foreknowledge that we don't know. And so we praise the Lord anyway. We thank God for the things He has done and the joy that He will still give us on a daily basis, the peace in our heart that we have when we know Him. He takes us through these circumstances beyond what anybody else can say. It's Him that takes us through. So we know in part, Don, Terry, family, we know in part, but we know God will take care of you and satisfy the loss in your soul. We love you a lot.
Yeah.
We're so glad to see you today. So thank the Lord for that.